I love these fabulous children's astrology books by Donna McGarry. They're delightful, whimsical, and entertaining. Visit zodiacs.com. Hello, fabulous Libra. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of September 2014, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month, Mercury will spend most of the month in your sign. And this is actually in preparation for next month, because next month, Mercury will spend most of the month retrograde in your sign, setting up a really important time frame for you now this month, but also well into the fall, into October, and even into November as well. It marks an important time for you where you are reconsidering who you are and really what is closest to your heart. Now, there is, of course, a romantic element to this, and I'll talk more about that in the love-focused horoscope. But there's also the element here that has to do with identity, that has to do with what is it that matters to you most, who it is that you are at your essence, and what it is, therefore, that you are going to demonstrate in the world. What truth are you going to uncover about yourself, and how are you then going to live from a place of that truth? All of that is coming up to light now, slowly but surely. And wherever it is that maybe you haven't wanted to see things as they are, and most of all yourself as you are about to get some fresh light shed on yourself. And this should be so welcome, really. Because this is giving you the opportunity, not only, yes, on the one hand, to be honest about who you are, but also to adjust your compass, also to say who it is actually that you wish to be in the future. Now, sometimes this happens in ways, these insights, this self-knowledge comes about in ways that can be easy, okay? They can be harmonious. But sometimes, I'll be honest with you, the most important truths that we are going to face about ourselves tend to, at times, come up in ways that we hadn't planned, that can even be surprising, and that might even have a touch of the uncomfortable to them. It does keep life interesting, certainly, but the other element to this is that it really is those moments that seem to come out of nowhere that might not always feel comfortable that lead to the greatest breakthroughs. And that is something that you need to remember now. Mercury moving through your sign is going to dance with Uranus moving through your opposite sign. Now, when these two planets speak like this, stand across from each other in the sky, this is stuff coming out of nowhere. This is, by stuff, I mean information, I mean knowledge, I mean insights. I mean, really, it's as if light bulbs are flashing where there was darkness, and you can't help but notice the light, and it's moving really fast and it's moving really rapidly. Wherever it is you have not wanted to look at who you really are and what you've been carrying on when you know better and when you know the truth, but you haven't really wanted to look at it because of your own desires and your own hopes and your own wishes, you're going to have to take a very honest evaluation. And in some cases, in very surprising and quick ways, that evaluation will happen. Now, as I said, next month, Mercury will go retrograde. So you really want to watch what is taking place for you right around the 15th of this month, because you will return to those themes that arise at that time next month, right around the 24th. And so I will be here to talk about it then. I'll talk about it in next month's horoscope. And of course, in the weekly horoscopes as well, we'll be going week by week, breaking it down, of course, as I like to do. But do keep that in mind. Make a note on your calendar, maybe write down a few sentences. What kind of issues and themes started coming up for you? What did you notice was taking place within you? And also, as I said, if you have a relationship or somebody near you, or even hopes or wishes or matters surrounding love, and again, love-focused horoscope, I'll talk more about this, but really this is about your heart's desire. So it may not be connected to a romantic relationship, but what is it that's coming up that's showing you what you really want? Who it is that you are, but who it is that you want to be, who it is that you are becoming. And so this can play out in a whole bunch of ways. Maybe you have been a very free spirit, have always felt like you wanted to be a free spirit, but all of a sudden you realize wow, I think I want to be with somebody. I think I want to get married. I think I want to have kids. That's about you sort of realizing that your identity is going through a shift. And you can say to yourself, whoa, where's this coming from? What's happening in my life? That's what self-knowledge requires, is asking yourself these questions when you start feeling differently. And of course, the converse can be true as well. And so be mindful, be open, make notes. You know, it's a good practice to do. And especially around the 15th, make sure you're doing that. The other date that's really going to be important for you this month is taking place just a week later, and that is the new moon taking place in your sign at the very beginning of your sign. And this to me does suggest an important beginning for you. Now, usually we get one new moon per sign per year. This is yours, and this is the marker of your personal new year beginning for you. And so your new year is beginning this month. We'll start your birthday month as well, so big happy birthday with that. However, do keep in mind that with this new moon happening so close to the equinox, it does suggest an important times of, yes, with the equinox, there is an element there of balance. And as you know, your sign is one that is sort of a symbol of how we seek balance, how we seek to balance our understanding of the divine with the earthly, of the beautiful, and bringing the beautiful to the mundane, and so many other considerations of fairness. All of these are sort of key words associated with your sign. However, I do want to say, considering that we've got this very important annual event having to do with balance happening, and then very soon after having this very important annual event having to do with the new moon in your sign happening, and this new moon with the equinox, it's the start of your sign, right? It's the start of a new season. With this new moon, it's happening right at the start of your sign as well. And I find this really intriguing because it does suggest that you are gaining some very valuable insights that are leading you to feel like you are ready to begin again. You are ready to start again. You're ready to go down a new path, start to initiate things, and certainly do that absolutely as you are inspired to. But keep in mind that it is a process, and sometimes what we put in place at the new moon might take just a few weeks to manifest. Usually it takes 6 months to manifest. What we plant, the seeds we plant at a new moon, take 6 months to manifest, because 6 months later there's a full moon in that same sign. So 6 months from now there will be a full moon in your sign, at which time the seeds you plant now will more fully manifest. However, as I said, because this is happening at the very beginning of your sign, and because very soon after we have this Mercury retrograde happening, it does suggest to me that there is going to be an element here of you reconsidering. It's not going to be as simple as you beginning a thing and that's it, go, go, go until fruition, but rather you will begin a thing, and then you're being asked to look at why it is that you began that, what it says about you. Is it something that you really want? And as part of that, ultimately will slowly but surely refine so that what you do get in 6 months is not exactly what you plant, but is in alignment with what it is that you really want, what it is that you're truly going for. So allow that process to unfold. It doesn't have to be that you're starting something and that's it. It is a start, an important start that is based on a sense of clarity as to what matters to you most. And yet, at the same time, what matters to you most is under construction. It's under evolution. It's something that is growing, that is changing right before your eyes. Right now, especially day to day, week to week, it's changing very rapidly. And that's just the way that it should be. And I truly do think that you are one of the fortunate ones to be going through this process now. You are getting a chance to look at who you really are and what it is that you really want. And with that clarity, you can see yourself moving powerfully towards exactly what it is that truly matters to you now, based on who it is that you have become.